Greetings, viewers. It's time for another pre-game podcast. Something that we do every 5,000 years, and this time we'll actually play a game after we get done with the podcast. But this time, we want to talk about, me and Mark, wants to talk about Sonic Mania, want to give us our general thoughts. This is a second time we recorded through this because the first recording, we talked about Mania for like the first 5 minutes, but then for the next 20, we just kind of argued on our views on Sonic.
How it changed through the generations. But besides that, let's talk about Sonic Mania. Let's start with our honest opinion. We're going to start with our honest opinion, then we're going to
get into like levels, bosses, yada yada yada, and get into the deep of it. Let's just say a one sentence. How you felt about the game? You go first.
Okay. Well, I felt it was a good game. I felt like I was playing a good old Sonic game again. It brought me back. It was like Sonic 1, 2, and 3 all put together, and I was like the only thing I missed was the animations of Sonic. Like I got so used to Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 Sonic.
You know what you say about that, but when I looked back, someone playing Sonic 2, and I saw the animations, like, man, I just got used to Mania because the Mania's animations are way too good, and the old games now look choppy to me. I was like, whoa, no. Oh no! Oh no! They look choppy.
But that's because they're old.
Yeah, I get that. But when it's just a little irking when you see how fluid animation is in Mania, and then you see like the 2 to 3 frames of Sonic running in the old games, and you're just like,
the old games were great.
But yeah, they're great. It's just like I want you to look back at it, and then you look back at Mania again. You'll see the oh.
But let me finish. And the only problem I had, and then the last problem I had with the game was, I didn't like that it was difficult at the end. Like it was, well, the last level wasn't that difficult as the one before it. The last level was just annoying because, like, I was exploring it.
Yeah, Mark Grant gotten okay. So.
Because Nick was telling me, like,
yeah, okay. This just let you guys know, this is gonna be heavily on spoilers. So if you haven't played Sonic Mania yet, don't watch this.
Yeah, spoil. This is spoiler part. Just skip to the end.
If you are PC users or you're just wanting to play Sonic Mania and you haven't played it yet, just
skip the end. Skip to the last 5 minutes.
I don't know if I think you should stop watching in general because we're gonna spoil the fuck out of it from beginning to end.
You know what? No.
Okay, let's just give our general opinions on it. You liked it until you get to the end. I think it's the best Sonic game since 3.
This should have been 4.
Yeah.
Mania should have been 4.
What are you talking about? It is 4. It's weird they call it Mania, but it is 4. They didn't... I can't believe it took them so long to make a Sonic 4, but... I'm kind of happy about that. They actually made 4. And I just can't wait until they make Sonic 5. But
please put
Mania.
I want Shadow. I want to see 2D Shadow.
But it doesn't make any sense because Shadow is from the modern age, and this is going from the classic storyline.
Well, okay, then I wish they put like SB on them. I guess
SB would be cool. Like I would like to actually bring some more of the classic characters back, like the Chaotix, or people are like saying they want to put Amy in the game.
Well, no, you know what would make it even cooler if they did like how the Chaotix work. Except just make it like a Sonic hero type of thing.
I thought about the heroes thing, but like to me, for majority of that, it's like kind of it's like because someone made a mod called Sonic Classic Heroes, where you could it basically is you run through Sonic 1 and 2, what you could do as Team Sonic or Team Chaotix, and I'm just like, it's cool, but what's the point? It's just you just have more people following you.
It's a gimmick.
It's not like because like
it's not a bad gimmick.
No, it's almost like unless you put like actual cool team mechanics, like what they did with Sonic Advance 3. What's the point? Like Tails, yeah, sure, you can make Tails. You could get the fly everywhere with Tails, but what can Sonic and Knuckles do?
Knuckles probably can break through certain objects. That would actually work. I guess Sonic. I guess the only thing I'd probably say that I can think off the top of my head. Sonic, I guess when it comes to certain parts of the level, you need that speed. Like it gives Sonic is the one that gives you that speed.
Yeah, but that's the thing that irks me about what they did with Heroes because I like the feeling that you can get through the level fine with just anyone, but with Heroes you had to use everyone, and that's kind of the appeal of multiple characters with me with classic Sonic games because you can just run through the levels normally with Sonic, but with Tails and Knuckles, you can go through other places if you want to.
I don't know. We'll see what happens with 5. But
But
all right, now.
so yeah, I think it's the best Sonic game since 3. But I still don't have an idea which one's better, 3 or Mania. But let's actually try to get into the levels.
All right, now when we're doing this, we're going to talk about it, but also compare it to the original.
Oh, I think majority all of the levels are better than the originals.
Wait! Just give them a chance. Give the old people a chance, Nick. Give them a chance. All right, now we're going to talk about Emerald
Hill, Mark. Yeah, remember Emerald
right.
Hill? You mean Green? Yeah, Green Hill 2. Green Hill
I'm
2 is more important.
I'm sorry. Sonic 2 is stuck in my head.
Green Hill 2 is more important than Green Hill 1. Unlike Seaside Hill from Sonic Heroes, which is Green Hill 3.
All right, it's Green. Green Hill. Now let's talk about Mania. Then we compare it to the original.
Okay, so Green Hill for Sonic Mania, Green Hill is automatically better than Green Hill 1 because Green Hill 1, the whole Green Hill 1, it's all was smashed into one act in Sonic Mania.
Even though Green Hill 1 actually had 3 stages?
Yeah.
Which is, that's crazy. Because Nicholas told me, Mark, when you see the layouts of these levels, they're huge. And I'm like...
And I think, like, it's crazy how they mashed basically the whole act into one level.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Nick because some of these levels, like, god damn, when is it going to end?
But you know what? I don't care because I'm having a good time going through that. Like it's usually when I look at a Sonic game like Heroes or Unleashed, I'm like, damn, that level was pretty long. I had fun with it, but like, jeez, because with Heroes, when I was younger, I used to die a lot in Heroes, and it frustrated me how long the levels were. To me now, it doesn't really bother me, but like. Sonic levels usually shouldn't be overly long, but for what Mania did, it was fun from beginning for me beginning to end with levels that I didn't care how long they were. The only thing that bothered me was, which personally I wish they did not put in the game, is the time on there. Timeouts, you got 9 minutes. I mean, you got 10 minutes to beat the level, or you get a time over and you lose a life. Personally, I don't think that should be there because the game has so many hidden goodies and exploration in it that I kind of just wanted to sit around and look around, see what I can find, like with the big rings, or you can find more hidden like ring boxes, or the little achievements like you could find the hidden submarine in the Oil Ocean Zone or whatever.
And that's how I died near the last levels. When we're gonna talk about that because Nicholas wanted me to explore. Now back to before that. Okay, yes, we agree that. All the stages are longer than the originals. But okay, so if you could just take that one act though, I guess Sonic Mania, that first stage, I guess that's the only way you can compare it to the old one. How do you feel comparing that to the old one?
It's better,
shorter too. I don't have to do 3 fucking acts to finish the level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish we could put the both layouts on while we're talking.
Yeah, but then I gotta go like record all those fucking. I ain't doing that shit. It's a podcast.
I wonder if can you just get the the pictures, like the picture, like the top one will say the original, and then the bottom.
Yeah, but like you can't. It's not really much of a strong comparison if you don't have to see it in motion.
I don't think that's gonna take too much time.
Yeah, because like I don't want to do that. I just want. This is supposed to be just a general thoughts because you guys are gonna see this game anyway when we LP it, and. You see me LP Sonic 1. I kind of want to do it again because, personally, when I look back at that old one, it shows when I was still trying to learn how to edit shit. And editing on that was pretty bad because you basically just hearing the game twice in the background.
Did we do I think, yeah, the only ones that we haven't done
when it came to Sonic games, we haven't. The next game we're supposed to be touching is 3, which we haven't touched 3 yet. Nicholas
want that to be him and Cody, and you know what? I'm actually taking as a damn prayer from heaven that Nick's saying, Mark, we can do Mania. And I said, oh my fucking god, I can finally do a Sonic game for the channel that I'm involved in.
It's mostly because when it comes to, like, okay, so let's just get past all that and let's try to get back to okay, let's do the next level.
All right, then the next level is my personal favorite, Chemical Plant.
Oh, actually, let's actually talk about the bosses in Green Hill actually first. So,
Ah,
how'd you feel about them bringing back the egg robo from Sonic 2 out of nowhere?
I was so confused. I was like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be the final boss for the last level of Sonic 2. What the hell are you doing here? Oh my God, he's shitting shit at me. Help!
Now, I thought it was fine as being. It's like it's the first boss, the final boss from one of the games is one of the hardest final bosses from the Sonic games. Is now the
This
first
one,
boss of Mania. I
this
thought it was kind of like
it wasn't that hard.
like the final that's one of the hardest bosses in Sonic. Like Sonic games aren't generally hard, but that boss was actually hard because you don't get any rings. You got to fight through the two bosses without getting hit once.
I know. I don't think it was that hard for me. It's just more I have to be patient.
Yeah, but I thought it was cool, but it's something that I want to bring up later. Because like for Mark, this was like, oh, that's cool. I'm fighting the Egg Robo from Sonic 2 again, and I haven't fought Egg Robo in a while.
I was so confused.
But for me, this is the fourth time for me running through an Egg Robo in a Sonic game because after Sonic, there was Sonic 2, then he come back again in Sonic 4, then he comes back again in Generations. So this is the fourth time me running through that boss again, and I let it pass because it was, like I said, it was like, teehee, this is the first boss of the game, but I don't want to see him ever. I don't want to see him again.
I was just more like, the hell? I was like, because part of me was like, wait a minute, is that the boss from the final level in Sonic 2? You know what boss I'm kind of disappointed I wish came back?
What?
Was it Robo Sonic? Or
Uh,
Silver Sonic?
well, we got a version of him.
Nah, I missed that one. I thought when I first saw him in the game, I was like, oh shit, he's a badass motherfucker.
Well, I'd rather have Mecha Sonic than Silver Sonic then.
I wish they had both.
But they're the same thing, but Mecha Sonic's just better because he has more moves.
Okay, anyway, now we're going to Chemical Plant. Oh my God, that's one of my you know what? That was like, if they was going to do a Sonic 2 level, that was one of the ones I wanted them to do, and I was like, hell yeah.
And it's another again that they put the whole act. I mean, the whole
2 acts.
The whole 2 acts into one act, and then they did our original thing in the next act. How do you feel about the original shit and then the second act?
Okay, the first boss after the first act, I was a little caught off guard. Because I didn't realize, because I didn't know what was going to hurt me or not. I was like, what is
to me, like,
because the chemical parts didn't hurt me yet. Like, it didn't hurt me. Like, I hit them and it didn't hurt me. So I was like, wait a minute, I didn't get hurt. What's supposed to hurt me?
Like, I felt like it's like the boss was fine, but it's kind of more the lesser bosses in the game. It's kind of more of one of the nothing bosses. Like, oh, here's his gimmick, hit it a couple times, and that's it. There you go. Like, I'd say Mania probably has some of the best bosses in Sonic in general too, as well.
Well, that's okay. So
but when we get to Act 2,
before we get to the final boss for that,
I'm not talking about the final boss. Okay. I'm talking about Act 2.
Okay.
I like that. Okay, so you all know my extreme hatred for Wacky Workbench from Sonic CD. What they did for the gimmick from that stage, and they put it in this one, I actually like it. That it isn't just you running through a whole level and you're just bouncing around everywhere. You turn the chemical water green and it bounces you up to a new spot. That's good. It isn't annoying like they did with Wacky Workbench. I like it. And I also like the little purple stuff that you jump onto it and you get clinging onto it and you jump off of it. That's pretty cool too.
I guess now my point of view, it was interesting. I was a little caught off guard for that one too. I was like, what? What's going on? And I said, is that the original level? I thought because I didn't know they was gonna, like, I didn't realize what you just told me. Like, I knew it was the first level, but I didn't know it was like both acts put together. Because I was like, that's why I was like, wait a minute, where's the second act? Until you told me, Mark, no, the second act was part of the first act. I'm like, what? Really?
Yeah, these levels are huge.
So I was like, so when I was going through this one, I was like, you know what? To be honest, I probably don't like it much as the original, in my opinion, but I would play this again. I would play that level again. I actually enjoyed that level. It's actually one of my favorite levels in Mania.
One thing I like, because the levels are so huge, there's a lot of times when you're running through the level where, oh, I take the bottom pathway, or I went left, and that's a thing. The heading left actually takes you somewhere in this Sonic game. That literally, like, a bottom pathway could be its own level. It could have been its own act.
These guys did a good job with this game.
Yeah, like, it's a Sonic game made by fans for fans.
And then we get to the boss.
We get to the best boss in the game, in my opinion.
Nicholas got spoiled.
No, yeah, okay. Let me get to into this. So Switch owners got Sonic Mania first when it came out. I had to wait for
not that long. Probably like a couple days.
Yeah, a couple days, because if you bought the collector's edition
for the giant box,
yeah, for the Switch, it gives you the DLC code. There isn't a timer on Switch games, so you didn't have to wait on the 15 to play it. So I was watching this guy streaming the first 3 Sonic games while I was like awake, and I was like, all right, I better go edit some videos to put on the channel now. So I turned it off, edit some videos. Then I got done with it. I was like, okay, let's go see what this guy's doing. I come back in, he's playing Mania. I was like, wait, the game's not out yet. What? I knew that you can about the whole Switch thing. So I was like, oh, I guess he got it early. And I was like, okay, I better go turn this. And he was in Chemical Plant. So I was like, okay, I better go turn this off now so I won't get spoiled or anything. But as soon as I'm about to click it off, BAM! Mean Bean fucking Machine!
Hell yeah!
I was hidden with extreme excitement, only to immediate anger because I got spoiled. Fuck! And I'm like, man, those 2 years of playing Puyo Puyo has now meant something now.
I did feel upset when I saw people say "fuck Puyo Puyo," but I'm just gonna let that slide right now.
It's not a game for everyone.
I'm just letting it slide. Let's keep talking about. All right, so then after he's got spoiled, now do your experience when you actually got to it.
I get I was like, yeah, this is cool, and I also acknowledge that. Oh, Robotnik's piss fucking stupid, so anyone can actually get through the boss. So I was like, yeah, but I'm not being challenged at all because I'm already like you can get you can actually play Mean Bean Machine outside of the actual main game if you do the special stages. Like there's 28 Blue Spear levels. If you go through a signpost and the sparklies, and instead of the bonus stage from Sonic 3, you go into Blue Spears. And there's 28 levels. 14 of them are the old levels from Sonic 3, and then there's an extra 14 that are new. If you do most of them, you get Mean Bean. And even at the highest difficulty, I don't really have a problem with it. So when I played with Eggman, it was cool.
How long until you beat him?
It didn't take that long. Like, when I first played it, I already got the trophy / achievement of getting a 3-chain or higher to beat him. And I was like, oh, okay, that was pretty cool. Like, and it also shows what the problems I have with Mean Bean. It's like, because, Mean Bean's like my least favorite Puyo game, but mostly because it's the first one. It didn't have the blocking system, and the fact that it uses 5 colors instead of 4. Because of how Puyo works nowadays. Because, like, you get 4, so it can make it easy for you to get the color you want. Because with 5, you could be like, okay, I need a purple, but you won't get a purple for like 5,000 years. And then the guy who you're fighting against will just fucking wreck you, and you get mad because you didn't get your fucking purple. But I like what they did with it. I enjoyed it. It played Satan's theme or the versus mode theme from Mean Bean Machine,
which I enjoyed.
That is my favorite song in Puyo in general.
Mm-hmm. Because of
it's so heavy metal.
It's because of our childhood too.
Yeah, but I just but I appreciate it more because now it's when I heard the actual Satan version, not the Mean Bean one, I'm like, oh my god, this is metal as fuck. But yeah, so okay,
Oh, okay. Mine's not gonna be as hyped, but I got to the end, and Nicholas ran into the room, and
No,
he's
I
like,
didn't run into the room. I was with you when you did it.
he was standing near at the door, and he was like, "All right, Mark, here it comes." I'm like, what's going on?" And then I was like, Nick spoiled it a little too thing because like everything was registering in my mind.
What do you mean I spoiled it?
Like a little bit. He's like, because this. Let me tell you. I won't tell you what's going through my mind. I was like, okay, Sonic's wait a minute, what the hell's going on? And then he's like, Mark, see, look, green bean machine. I was like, me? Oh shit!
Oh, Mark, into
like you did it like a second too early. A second too early. Because I was still registering what the fuck was going on in my mind.
I don't think it was that bad of a fuck. You were already in the room. It's just the beans didn't fucking show up yet.
Yeah, it's like that's what I said. I said you was a second too early because I was like, everything was registering in my mind. Like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, and then he's like, Mark, mean bear. Oh shit! Yes. And then
why are the beans mean?
I don't know, but I love that. I was like, that was a good. I was like, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy good at Poil, but I like Poil. And then the funniest part is this what happened going to my mind, and Nick probably didn't notice. I was like, when I was doing it, I was like, oh, I was excited first. I was like, yeah, Poil, and then the theme song, yeah. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, should I take this seriously? How should I do this? And because I was so confused. I was like, I'm so used to playing against Nicholas.
And then I'm kicking your ass every 5 minutes.
I was like,
so you never knew how to play a player that isn't better than you.
Yeah, so I was like,
what should I do?
I was like, no. I mean, there's the funniest part is when we played Poil, I would get Nick for like 1 second, and Nick be like,
never mind. I was like, TXD, you thought you had a chance?
no, what are you doing? And Nick's like, you lost.
You lost, bitch. You can't get in my Poil game, bitch.
And then he goes to laugh.
But yeah.
But yeah, I beat him. I didn't beat him as fast as Nick, but I had no issue. I was more just that was like how good.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's like for people who are like, oh, I don't like Poil. It's okay because Robotnik's pissed stupid. You can get through it even if you don't even know what you're doing.
You're damn hell, Lord. Thank Jesus that it wasn't Robotnik from the actual beam machine.
Oh man.
He don't play.
But the only reason why he's tough because of how fast it goes.
He don't play. Nicholas got mad.
Like I'm actually capable of beating the game now. Like back in the day, that was fucking hard as shit. But now I'm like,
he got so excited.
It's still tough.
You got so excited when you finally.
But when I beat it, I'm just like, okay, cool. I actually ran through the game. I think at least twice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Should I play Mean Bean for the channel?
Yes.
Well, I'm doing Poil right now, so I can't exactly do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe I should play Mean Bean. But if I'm gonna play Mean Bean, I need to play the actual original Poil, so you can see how the original game was. And then maybe I should play Kirby Avalanche as well.
I want to play Kirby Air Ride again, but we might do that when we get more people involved.
Yeah, whatever.
But what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say because I saw the ant on my laptop.
What?
Yeah, he was calling down there.
Oh.
He's probably on your bed, maybe. I don't know.
Oh.
I'll kill him when I see him.
Oh. Well, thanks for making me feel better, Mark.
Oh, I'm going to kill him.
You could have just let me be ignorant about it.
But what I was trying to say. All right, guys. Now we're gonna go to be honest, Nicholas. I know Nicholas gonna say Mark. There's so many more, but my favorite new level of Sonic Mania.
Oh, your favorite Studiopolis.
Yep. Studio. I was like, it reminds me, like I said, Nick knows I like New York. It's one of my, when we went on vacation, that's like one of my favorite places. And just the fact that we went to the thing, it's basically you're in the city, and you see all the lights and the TVs.
Yeah, it's a studio.
And I was like, oh shit. And it was so fun. It was like everything was interesting. And I was like,
lights, camera, action.
And that part, I just more was like, is this you're kind of giving me the Street Fighter Street Fighter Third Strike.
What? Because they said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you know, Studiopolis is actually a real thing. Studiopolis is actually the voice acting place where where all the Sonic people voice act their characters in. That's what it's called, Studiopolis.
Really?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that is my favorite stage in Mania out of the new stages. But if you're talking about my favorite stage in general, we ain't there yet.
Yeah, we ain't got there. Okay, Studiopolis. This goes into how I feel about Sonic Mania in general, where there's only okay. So how the level structure is, and I think this is cool what they did for it. So for Sonic 1, you get one Sonic stage, which is Green Hill. But in Sonic 2, you get two Sonic stages, which was Chemical Plant, and we'll talk about the next one later.
And
then Sonic 3...
No.
Oh, yeah, Sonic CD.
Sonic CD, you get two.
You get two. Because Sonic CD is technically just, an alternate Sonic 2 in a sense.
They say Sonic 2 is the America Sonic 2, and Sonic CD is the Japanese Sonic 2.
In a sense, yeah. So, they get two as well. And then Sonic 3 gets 3 levels. And Mania gets 4. Because, Sonic Mania, Sonic 4. Because
it should be.
No, it is. I don't know what you're talking about. There wasn't no Sonic 4 before then.
Okay.
This is Sonic 4.
Okay, Nick.
But, so, I think that was cool. But, when I got through this game, I'm like, man, I can't wait until we get the new game where it's all new shit. Because, I'll tell you right now, the new shit, I won't say all the new shit, it was like my favorite stuff, but when we get to the next new level, actually the next 2 new levels, those were some of my favorites in this whole game.
Yeah, well, this one's my favorite.
Yeah, Studiopolis, it's pretty cool. I like the Daytona USA reference with the cars. I love if you look back in the background, you see the trains. They say CPU and Cope from Spring Yard Zone from Sonic 1. I thought that was cool. The fucking TVs have the Game Gear symbols. Fucking the little old-timey cartoony animation with Eggman TV.
Just the fact that you said that stage, I remember, I'm just thinking about the song.
Yeah. I love all the references in this stage, and I really like the last boss the boss in the first act. I really love the hard-boiled heavy fight.
I forgot what it was already.
The one with the helicopter. When he shoots the missiles at you.
Yeah.
Also, I love the hard-boiled heavy's theme. I fucking love it. That's my favorite boss theme
Nicholas
in the game.
helped me cheat that one because he just took all the hits from me.
Oh, yeah, because I was playing him, I was being Tails, and I was like, don't worry, Sonic, I'll run into these missiles. Ah!
And I was like, yeah, thank you. And then guess what? Me and Nicholas play like the old days.
Yeah. Which you're going to see us play when we actually do it for the channel. We're going to switch between playing as Sonic and the other player will play as Tails.
This a time when Nicholas was hogging playing as Sonic. I missed it. You know what? It's funny. I missed the days when Nicholas didn't want to play Sonic. He just wanted to be Tails. Nowadays, I'm like, damn it! What I let him play Sonic too much. Now he don't want to give it up.
Yeah, but hey, I'm a pretty good number 2. Like you seen like when me and Cody played Sonic 2, I kind of just had to wait for him to show up, and the only time you actually play was during like a boss fight or when we played the special stages. No, I'm a pretty good number 2. I can keep up with people.
For
the most part,
you can't say that because the reason why I say that because me and Nicholas been playing like that since.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I'm being number 2 for years. I can be a good number 2.
Yeah, because he knows how far Tails goes, and Nicholas knows like most of the time I usually wait for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't just like I'm gonna skip to say like if Nicholas get off stage, I might go for a little bit, but then I'm gonna stop so he'll come back. It just always been like that for us. It did feel like old times until Nicholas kept telling me to go to places.
Yeah, because like I wanted Mark to yell the Chaos Emeralds, but that didn't happen.
Nick was stressing me out too much. I was like, let me just play the game, Nick.
Oh, let's get to that. How do you feel about the... You haven't gone through them all, but how do you feel about the new special stages?
That's all need to be said right there.
Oh, Mark's been having big troubles, and from what I'm hearing from people from what I'm generally hearing from most people who didn't like the special stages is because they're bad at them. Like... These are my favorite Sonic special stages so far, because
I liked the The Blue Spear one.
Yeah, like to me, because like when I felt about when a new Sonic game was coming out, in my mind when it was like for special stages, in my opinion, it was like either bring back Blue Spears because I'm sick and tired of the half pipe, or do something new. And Mania did both. He gave me something new and Blue Spears, so I'm fucking happy.
Man, that didn't give me fully something. That felt to me. That felt like Sonic CD's
Yeah,
special
but it was
stage.
doing, but it wasn't like how CD worked because it was CD. You kind of were just in one little square playing,
Hey,
and you had to grab all
it
the.
was easier. It was easier to me. Because I actually got most of the time stones when I played.
but getting the last one will kick your fucking ass. I hate doing the last one in CD. But in Mania, I fucking love them because it revolves around you managing of you mastering the running through the level without running into any purple stuff, knowing how to make cool ass shortcuts by jumping over things, and getting rings and picking up speed. Because for anyone who's trying to beat those special stages, I'll tell you right now, don't, unless you're sucking really hard, never go to Mach 3. Stay in Mach 2, because as long as you keep running through the stage and not hitting anything and just staying within the road and collecting rings along the way, you will eventually just run into it.
Well, I guess for me, Sonic, I mean, the Blue Spears is actually my forte. I like that more. I wish I had to do that to get the Chaos Stones because I probably would have got them.
Yeah.
So,
but also in the sense that the Blue States are easier.
I know, but this is the reason why I like it, because of the song.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I was like, when he brought it back, I was like, yes!
But the unfortunate thing for me is this, the Blue Spears is the reason why I'll probably never get all the trophies / achievements for this game, because one of the achievements is to, beat all the levels and get perfects in all of them, and I don't want to do that.
And then, I guess from the new stage, I like that when you go into the van, and then
the Daytona van,
and then they use a lot of old sound effects too.
Yeah.
Okay, now we finished this one.
Oh, we didn't even talk about did we talk the boss from at the end of it?
I don't remember him.
The weatherman. You know when it's like today's forecast we're gonna have high winds, and it takes you up and you better grab the poles or you get hit by the spikes.
It was pretty easy. I didn't get that at first with the spikes.
Yeah, and that's something I have a problem with some of the bosses is they kind of give you no warning to some of the gimmicks they do. Because when we get to the next Sonic 2 stage, the first boss, I want to talk about that one.
But right now, we're not even close for that yet. Now, after this one, we go to Sonic 3.
Yeah, Flying Battery.
Oh, and I was like, yay, my song!
Like, I'll tell you right now, if you told me, Nick, what's your favorite stage in Sonic 3? Guess what? All your favorite stages from Sonic 3 are in Mania, so fuck yeah. Flying Battery is my favorite stage in the Sonic Knuckles portions.
I'm trying to think hard. I'm like, they just probably didn't keep. They're just missing one for me.
What?
The one
Marble Garden?
No, yeah.
That's a lot of it. I know, like, I like Marble Garden too.
But, I love the song.
Yeah, but a lot of people really that's like usually their least favorite level in the game because they say it's long and not that interesting.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, to me the music is what gives me to like the stage the most.
Me and Nick enjoyed it.
And also it's like it has one of my favorite bosses in Sonic 3. It's the one where you actually, if you have a second player, you both have to work together to beat Robotnik.
Oh my god, we got excited with that. We like, yes, get him!
Yeah, I had to fly Sonic around, and then you had to go actually hit him, which was cool. But, let's get, yeah.
Alright, so now
Flying Battery
was awesome. Like, I remember it.
It's like, there's not that much to say because the new stuff they added was cool, but okay, actually, it's me saying because the first act is like it's Flying Battery in the first act. The first two levels are in the first act. Well, but with the second act, I didn't really like the bottom portions. If you go to the bottom of the stage, I didn't really like that one that much. But the top one was pretty cool because it basically they mixed Flying Battery and Wing Fortress from Sonic 2 into one level.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it where it was like stormy on the top, and you fight the cluckers, and you're running around all that shit. But I didn't like the bottom parts where you're just spinning and trying to destroy the electric thingies from CD and Wacky Workbench. Like it
It slowed it
yeah,
down.
it kind of just slowed it down. Whereas like you got to prioritize on killing the dudes before moving on.
I think that's the only thing that bothered me in that stage. Everything else was fine.
Yeah.
Until Nicholas kept saying, "Mark, stop getting hit. If you don't stop talking, you're not gonna do this."
Stop getting hit. Yeah, the first boss, the garbage chute one. Man, that Knuckles doesn't have a good time with that boss because you basically it's just a whole lot of waiting because Knuckles can't jump to save his life. Because the stage basically it's imagine like from Sonic Star Wars Episode 4 when they were dumped into the garbage chute. It's basically like that where it'll start to close in and try to kill you, but you have to wait for especially with Knuckles, you need to let it close in you more because the garbage will get bigger, so you can actually hit the thing above. But with Tails, it's fucking free because you can just fly right at it.
I'm trying to remember.
I think I beat the. I actually.
What was the stage? What was the boss again?
It's the garbage suit one. It's the end of the first act, where you fall down and you land on all these dead robots, and then there's.
Yeah, I remember now. I got you. I remember. And okay now.
And then there was the boss after that, which was the spider one. The spider one was cool, but it was alright. In my opinion, the spider boss and at the end of the act, I thought it was pretty cool.
What's the spider boss again?
It's the one where you gotta knock it into spikes.
Oh, you talking about that? Oh, you talking? Oh my god, that thing. And I was like, I gotta hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it. And then I have to climb on the pole and then swing myself into it.
And then you accidentally just swing yourself into spikes.
Hey.
I done that too. I
didn't get the gimmick. I was like, what am I supposed to do? And you had to explain to me. I was like, Mark, you have to hit it to the spike.
Yeah, because I was a little confused about the two. I was like, wait, what am I doing? I was like, I'm smacking into it, but it's like it's not doing anything.
Well, I mean, like a lot of the old games, it didn't do that either.
Yeah, like they want you to actually stop and think about, okay, this isn't just run and hit them. Just repeatedly hit them and don't really think about it. They actually wanted you to actually have a creative boss that you actually need to figure out how to beat it.
The old games, they only could do so much.
But yeah, the boss was cool. And then after that stage, we go into
Oh
shit! What came after Flying Battery? And it might be a
Sonic CD.
Yeah, was it Stardust Speedway?
No, too early.
Then no, because there's only two CD stages. It has to be Stardust Speedway.
No, it was the
or was it doing a new track again?
It was new track.
Oh, if you want to tell me, if you want to ask what's my...
Wait. Turn your PS4 on, just in case. I'm gonna stop this real quick.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Because like, if we lose this now, I don't want to do this again.
No, you could just save it. Save from where we talked. This is much easier. While he's doing that, I'm gonna go grab my phone and go do regular.
Yeah, I was right. It was Press Garden.
Okay, I was right. I was like, no, it's too early. I was saying, it's too early. Sonic 2.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the level list right in front of us. Mark was right. It was Press Garden that's next. I'll tell you right. Mark, come back. No, come back. Mark's charging his phone unless you can't hear him. Come back.
Alright, I'm back.
But I tell you right now, Press Garden is the best looking stage in this game.
Yes, I agree with that. Well, no, it's not the first.
Act One was a little weird because like Act One was a printing press factory for newspapers. You look in the background, you see newspapers being made in the background. It's a printing press factory.
I was more confused. What the fuck was this stage? I was like, what is this? Until because I did see that part. I did see that part on when they showed like trailers of the game and stuff.
No, they never showed on Press Garden in these trailers. The only thing they showed off in the trailers was Flying Battery, Green Hill, and Chemical Plant,
and
Studio Obelisk,
yeah.
and Mirage Ruins.
For some reason, I felt like
I mean,
I
Mirage
saw.
Saloon.
For some reason, I felt like I seen that stage before, like the beautiful look.
You're probably thinking of Freedom Planet.
Probably.
Which, when do you want to get a Freedom Planet?
I don't know. Oh, you're talking about the stuff.
The not Sonic game before we actually had a Sonic game.
We'll play it. I know I know I'm gonna like it, but
Yeah.
but this, oh my god, this was so
like when you beat the first step, the boss, and then it turns into snow, and you walk outside the factory, you're just like, whoa! I mean, whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh my god, this place looks so good.
Like, I don't know why the fucking ice stages are usually, like, a lot of people's favorites, but that fucking look in the background, the fucking Sakura petals, and the fucking snow,
it was like,
and the music,
it was basically like winter going straight to spring.
Yeah, it looked so fucking good. When I saw that, I'm like, damn, I wish we had more original stages, because I want more shit like this.
But the thing about it, though, Nicholas enjoyed the fuck out of me. I was fighting between how beautiful it looked and the fucking ice shit.
Yeah, like if you get a fire shield, it's pretty cool to run.
Because the ice shit is got annoying. I was like, fuck this shit.
Oh, I love the hard-boiled heavy boss in this stage when you fight the ninja guy.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've heard, it's supposed to be a reference to Shinobi, like the sound effect when he runs away.
Mm-hmm.
But someone can correct me on that if I'm wrong.
He wasn't that hard for me.
He wasn't hard, but I really liked it because it was a cool boss. Because it wasn't like he's just like, it's like, oh, I got a gimmick and you need to jump up and hit me. It's more as like, oh, because like with 2D Sonic games don't really do this, but like I like it when you're actually fighting an individual character and you're just gotta run around and hit him, and he's not like a fucking mech or a machine.
Mm-hmm.
He's a person. Like, with the Mecha Sonic fights. I love those fights.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Press Garden, a beautiful looking stage. I love it. But it's not my favorite stage in the game. My favorite stage of the game is the next original stage.
Stardust Speedway.
But yeah, okay, so after Press Garden, we had Stardust Speedway.
The first Sonic CD game. Level.
Yeah, it's not the first. It's the first one. Yeah, the first one of the game. It's like, if you like, the only thing I kind of like that was cool what they added is that the fact that it's like it's not trying to do the Sonic CD gimmick.
What, going
from future? It's still there in a sense that they, like, at the end of the stage you go into the future.
Oh my god!
Into the second act.
Now I'm just looking at this. I hate those damn freaking fireflies.
Oh, Mark's playing through the game right now, which
it'll help us.
No, because then you'll start losing your train of thought because you're trying to play through the game.
No, I'm just doing it to help us.
No, seriously, stop.
Because I needed it. I lucky I remember this because me playing it actually is helping me because it gave me a fresh.
Because like the first act is the past version.
And the thing, I do agree with a lot of people say it does like make you dizzy. Like all this bouncing thing, I'm like, oh
yeah, like it's because to me it's like oh, it's new, but like for me, because like Sonic CD's level design in my opinion is so like, I know people love it's because like with Sonic CD is like, for a lot of people it's either you love it or hate it.
See, I'm getting dizzy right now.
But like it to me it's like if you told me like these two levels are different, the only way I could tell these two levels are mostly different is just the fact that one's longer than the other. Because if excluding the new stuff they added, like the you're destroying the robot generators that reveals the flowers that lets you gets the little piranha plant looking vines, and the you can find the spike balls from Marble Garden Zone in here, and the actual the zip lines from Marble Gardens in there too.
Yeah, which makes me very happy.
But if you just took those all out, I wouldn't see anything different from between the two games.
Because I was kind of upset because they didn't have it in this game.
Yeah, but I think more the thing I liked about Stardust Speedway was more of the bosses than the actual stage itself, and it's more just like the references. Because I did like it when at the end of Act 1 you hit a sign and it just goes future.
Yeah,
because I love that. And then you go into the future. I'm like, yay! Sonic's not the only one going through the future this time. You could be like Knuckles or Tails. Well, you could do that in the the Christian Whitehead version of Sonic CD because you can play Tails in that one, which I had done that for the channel. If you guys don't know about that.
But you can't play Knuckles.
Yeah,
That's
Knuckles,
the only time Knuckles can play it.
Yeah, so which was cool.
But when we get to the Metal Sonic fight, it was a little, to me it was a little too long.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. Like, I liked the boss. It was cool, but it's probably one of the longest bosses in the game.
I thought, to be honest, I wish it was like I kind of not. I wish it was like a straight on fight with him instead of like a little gimmicks with fighting him.
But I guess it kind of goes in the sense that then what is he gonna fucking do?
Because I was like, is it gonna be the same way how it was? I have to race him.
Because to me, despite me pretending Sonic 4 actually doesn't exist, Sonic 4 actually has the best Metal Sonic fight.
What happens?
It's like a Sonic Advance 2 fight where you're running after him and he just attacks you.
And you
have to run and hit him.
Yeah, see that's much better. Basically like Sonic and Shadow fight.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the boss. What was the first boss of this act?
I
don't remember.
We'll find out. But what's with the damn the whatever the fuck these things are?
The piranha plants.
Yes.
It was just trying to give a new thing because like the flowers and I guess
they were trying
to do something new.
You know, it seemed like they're trying to push like this and also push the stage from Sonic 3.
Yeah, but they didn't have that in Sonic 3 either. I think because like you can see this is like it's Sonic CD the past version. It was all viney and shit. So they're like, oh, let's try to do like a vine thing, like piranha plants and shit. What was the first? Boss?
About the fast thing.
What fast thing?
When you get faster.
Oh, the speed shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of more of a me thing. I prefer in a Sonic game that the song just speeds up instead of actually giving its own theme.
No. There's only one theme that we liked, but that damn Speedy Shoes.
Yeah, I from the adventure game, sure, but like when it comes to 2D games, I'd rather just the music just to speed up. I like that. I like it that way instead of actually giving its own speed theme.
Oh, Knuckles, you can cheat climbing up these things.
What? This is bad. I can't remember the first boss of this act.
Oh, I'm dead. Don't. Let's go to the next stage.
No, like fuck. What was the first boss of this stage?
I don't remember.
Like I know the Metal Sonic fight, but like what was
the Metal Sonic fight was the last fight of the stage.
Oh fuck.
What you did slightly copied what it originally did.
Yeah, but it wasn't really a race. It was just you trying to get away from him in a sense.
Yeah, I mean you are trying to get away from him in the old ways.
Well, no, you were trying to beat him in a race. It wasn't like
you were trying to dodge him.
Yeah, which was the same thing like the old fight. But I enjoyed the Game Gear reference. I'd never expect them to actually do Game Gear references in the game because they you actually fight Silver Sonic from Sonic 2 on the Game Gear or Master System, and I enjoyed it, and it actually made fucking Game Gear sound effects, which made me grin like a motherfucker, even though I don't like Sonic 2 on the Game Gear, because that game, it's stupid, I don't like it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, what was... Oh, no wonder, because it's so forgettable. It's just a big giant of one of those lightning bolt enemies, the light bulb enemy. It's
which I hated.
It's a fine boss, but it's nothing special. It's just a big version of one of the enemies. So okay. So yeah, Sonic CD section was
pretty easy when you get the gimmick.
Yeah, it's a boss. It's fine. So let's get to the next act. In the next zone.
Next zone is
give me so I can show up the list, because now that I'm not actually thinking about the list anymore, I forget what was on the list. Here we go. Oh yeah, Hydro City.
Oh my, yeah, this is my favorite stage in the game.
Yeah, this is my favorite. So like, remember when I said like they got my two favorite stages from Sonic 3? This is This is actually my favorite stage from Sonic 3. This is from the Sonic 3 portion, Hydro City, or what I called it when I was a kid, and I know a lot of people did Hydrocity because they didn't get it.
Okay,
Because of the spacing.
Well, the reason why I like this. The reason why this is my favorite level in the whole game because it was one of my favorite levels. Period. Sonic, on the classic ones. It's one of my favorite levels.
Yeah,
Period.
it's pretty good.
Because one, the music,
The
awesome.
music's one of the best, and the best out of three.
And then
in my
this
opinion.
one, in this game, I don't feel like it's punishing you when you're in the water. Like I don't feel like
to me, it's like
and I-
it's the perfect water level. You go fast in water and outside of water.
yeah. So I was like, this one I didn't feel like I was being punished. Like and on if you like what was it what was the one Sonic 2? That's their water level.
Aquatic Ruin.
Yeah.
It's like that but better.
Yeah,
And
Aquatic Ruin. You actually don't even touch the water.
if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, if you don't even have to touch that water. You probably don't even know the water existed. You'd be like, what water? I didn't know there was a water in the game.
What are you talking about? There ain't no Sonic 4.
But
don't get to the bosses yet. Let's.
No, I was saying don't talk about Sonic 1's water level. Oh my god.
Labyrinth Zone.
Oh my god, it sucks.
We don't talk about that level.
That's
But I like what they did with the with the gimmicks with the first act, and I also love the like. I don't love the Game Gear Sonic games, but I really like Triple Trouble. Like Triple Trouble was really good in my opinion, but they reference the Game Gear games, and I don't know. I could be like someone could tell me that was from Triple Trouble. It was from Sonic Chaos, but the fucking bubble when you get in the bubble and you start floating through the level. I'm like, oh my god, Game Gear references again. Because, like, oh man, that was so cool. And then, like, you have the pulley that brings the water down and brings it back up, and you get on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. That was all fucking cool.
I thought the whole level, how everything was. Even in, like, you know what? He's like, even what they changed a little bit or added, I still liked it. Like, the level was still, it was still a good level for me. I enjoyed it. I love it. I would love to keep playing it. I actually probably play it after this.
One thing that little irked me is that if you have a good knowledge of Sonic 3 and you know where all the big rings are at in that stage, they're not all there in this version.
Yeah, because
like
Nicholas
the one where you go through the loop-de-loops through the water and you go up into the air, there's usually a big ring up there, but it's not there. There's a big ring to the left to the left when you're still in the water. But the big ring up there, they ain't there anymore. Which I was like, oh.
Like, you took everything away from me.
The first boss, though. The first boss was funny.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm using Robotnik's machine against him?
Yeah, reverse rolls. How you like it now, fat boy?
I was like, now you know how I felt in Sonic 3, you motherfucker.
Yeah, take this, bitch. And he's like, oh, shit. And it was great.
That thing was kind of a bitch playing in on Sonic 3.
If you're Tails, it's
they kind of switch swap the bosses. Like this one's actually
like the final boss from the original game is the first act, and the first boss from the original game is now the second act.
Which the second act, I was like, because when I saw it, because actually you had to do like a little bit before you got to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But like you had to fight him with a different stretch.
You had to knock these things into him.
Yeah, and then after that, I was like, oh, I'm done. Wait, what?
Oh, here it is.
I was like, oh, gotta play the old way. Oh, I already know how to do this.
Now, the thing is about that version is actually it's technically harder because it's harder. You can't jump over the him when he's coming down to hit you.
Oh, I have.
Oh, you have? Because when I did it, maybe it's harder. As that's what we're trying to get across.
Maybe for you, I felt the same. Like, oh,
no, because like in the
original
game he was smaller.
No, I was gonna say the original game Sonic could jump higher.
No, they both could jump the same height.
Oh well,
it's just I'm saying this like
maybe I got a little rusty.
Because like in the old game the boss was smaller, so it was easy for you to jump over. But in the new one, I generally just couldn't jump over it. But like that was only when I was playing as Sonic, because everybody else I'll be like, oh, I can just fly or I can just climb up in the walls, and it was no problem. And by that point, when I played with everyone else, I already got all the Chaos Emeralds at that point, so I was super when I was fighting the boss.
Well, me, I didn't have no issue. It felt the same. I was like, oh, back to the original strategy.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
Next one. This is my favorite stage in the game.
The desert stage.
Yeah, Mirage Saloon is mostly one. Knuckles gets his own level, which basically that means you got 3 levels in this game, and just depending on whose character you play. So instead of being a 2-act zone, it's technically a 3-act zone, because, like I said, Knuckles' first act is different from Sonic and
So
Tails.
Sonic's first act,
It's just the first act of Wing Fortress Zone.
except for when you get on the train.
Yeah. Also, you're not gonna get this, but the song in Mirage Saloon for the first act for Sonic and Tails, like when I was listening to it, I was like, I felt like I was playing a Castlevania game with the music I was hearing because of the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you beat the first boss, which was just a big giant caterpillar, how'd you felt when you saw Bean or Bark or Fang, and before the stage starts?
I was like, are they were about to pay them to come get me?
To me, okay,
But wait, but I did say, oh, cool. But the one character that I really want them to put in a Sonic game.
Mighty.
Yes, I want Mighty to be a character.
I think I would. To me, is I like Mighty to come back, but I'm like
make Mighty the shadow of this game. Make him the rival against Sonic.
Yeah, but like it's just to me is what are they gonna do with him? Because Mighty is literally the same as Sonic, except he can wall kick off walls.
That same thing like Shadow.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So
but like,
so
but the difference between how it was like with Sonic and Shadow is Sonic had like 6 levels in Adventure 2, and Shadow had 3. So you didn't really think about it that much.
That's why. But I would say wait a minute. Say it again.
What?
Say it again.
What? And Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow had 3 levels and Sonic had 6. So you didn't really think about it that much because actually Shadow it's just Sonic with less abilities. Yeah, that shocked me too when I felt like Shadow has Radical Highway, the canyon level.
Oh no,
and then final chase.
Wrong. 4.
4. What's the 4th one?
He has one in the jungle too.
Oh yeah. My bad. White Jungle. You're right. 4. That's not a lot.
That's 2 less than Sonic. I was about to say you scared the fuck out of me. I was like,
what? What?
You scared the fuck out of me. Like what?
But Shadow does have the least stages out of any other character. Everyone has at least 5 or more. Like Sonic and Eggman has the most levels in the game. Shadow has the least.
It doesn't make sense with that, but
it makes sense because Shadow wasn't even planned to be in the game in the first place to be playable. Because the only people who were supposed to be playable in that game was Sonic, Eggman, and Knuckles. That was it.
Well, I guess if they could put him in a game, Mighty, and just make him the Shadow, like
in a sense, yeah,
his rival.
Like maybe I wouldn't say Mania 2, but Sonic 5. I'll say Sonic 5. Maybe they'll do something. That's something I would like them to do.
You know, the funny part is, Nicholas don't really play. You know, the one Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Nick don't play them on the original console he used to play them on.
Yeah, because I have an HD television and I don't have the right cores to make them look okay. Because we have a Genesis 2. I think the Genesis 2 only takes coaxial.
Yeah, we got almost all the consoles that all the consoles that existed when we were around.
Yeah, because if the Genesis has RGB, then I'll probably play them on the originals. But because they don't have RGB, coaxial looks terrible on an HD television.
I probably don't know what it looks like, but okay. All right, so we finished this. We finished this level.
Oh, but I want to get more into it because we only talked about Act 1. I want to talk about Act 2, but because let me talk about my favorite stage of the game.
Okay, go ahead.
So in Act 2, it has my favorite song in the game too. Mirage Saloon is Act 2's. And I love the pop gun where you could jump in the gun and it shoots you. And I love the seltzer where you shoot it and you start running through the water. I'm like, oh my god, it's so cool.
I thought it was going to be some reason I felt like it was going to be the same thing on Sonic and Knuckles, the damn desert level.
Also, it also shows how bad the developers wanted to push their desert level, because in Sonic CD when they were doing the Christian Whitehead version Sonic CD, they wanted to make original stages in CD, but Sega was like no, and one of them was a desert level. And now you see Mania, you're like, man, they really wanted the desert level in the game.
He probably had a lot of ideas for it, even though
it's more because I think
how many desert levels this Sonic Team made?
Sonic Team,
the original ones.
It's just
Sonic and Knuckles, I think.
Yeah, because there was supposed to be a desert level in Sonic 2, but they scrapped it. Which was basically what's supposed to be like this level. It's kind of more like the the more on the range, cowboy style desert.
What theme have they not done yet?
In a Sonic game,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Jungle. They didn't do Jungle yet.
Yes, they did.
What was Jungle?
You mean in a 2D game?
Yeah, Jungle. They didn't do Jungle.
Yeah,
in 2D.
it's called Angel Island Zone. I don't know. World War II.
Running through the battlefield while people getting killed,
dodging missiles, people bleeding out and dying. Shadow with a gun.
Well, hey, I like the shadow with the gun.
Oh, but
I'm trying to think. Go ahead, keep talking while I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, so but when we get, but at the end of the Act 2 boss, it kind of irked me because like, oh, these aren't the actual real guys. It's Mirage Saloon is not just the name of the stage. It's all a mirage. Fang, Beam the Dynamite, and Bark the Polar Bear from Sonic the Fighters, they're not. Those aren't actually them. Which made me sad. I was like, oh, because when I was playing through the stage before I ran into them, I was like, oh, are they like the bandits? Did Eggman hire them and Sonic has to fight them at the end of the stage?
That's what I just said.
Because that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
That's what I thought too. I was like,
but no, they're not real. And I was like, oh,
that disappointed me. They might be a sign though. They might be in the next game.
Yeah. Also, I love the Game Gear sound effect when they come out. Though it's the Game Gear sound effect of you getting hit, which was kind of weird. But I enjoy Game Gear sound effects from the Sonic games.
I'm trying to think so hard. What theme have they done? Space? Did they haven't done Space?
Yeah, they did Space.
No.
And Sonic 3.
That was not Space. They did
that. Death Egg Zone.
The Death Egg was just in the Death Egg.
Yeah, but it was Gravity. It was in space, and then you can talk about. And then if you're wanting to get more specific, the Sonic Advance games.
Oh God, I'm trying to think what theme they haven't done yet. God damn it. Maybe like a submarine-ish level.
Oh well, they kind of did that with the next stage in the game with you own submarines. Well, not the actually it's the next stage, Oil Ocean.
Yep, Sonic 2 is coming back for the last time.
Yeah, this is the last Sonic 2 stage.
I was kind of
to me it's like
niggas like because I was
to me it was like
wait. First, when he shot himself to a far destination, he was like,
I was like, oh, what stage is that?
Yeah, I was like, another city. I was like, what stage is it? And then when I saw it was Oil Ocean, I was like, oh, really? You had to pick this one out of Sonic 2 stages?
Like, to me, I appreciate the pick because it wasn't the generic, Chemical Plant or Casino Night. It wasn't like, the people's favorite. It was the different one. Because they already brought back Chemical Plant twice, like with Generation This, and they already brought back Casino Night in Generation as well. So I was like, I wanted a new stage that wasn't from, those ones.
Then it could have been aquatic.
But they already had a water stage.
I don't care.
To me, if they didn't, pick Oil Ocean, I would have go with Mystic Cave.
At least it's not.
Because no, they would never bring that stage back. No, never again.
Nick was like, "Fuck you, you damn slicers, fuck y'all."
But that one. Like, it's either that or Mystic Cave, because Hilltop Zone is kind of just green, Emerald Hill again.
That's what I was about to say.
Both lava.
I did thought about saying mountains, but I was
and also, like, Hilltop is just basically just a slightly different version from Emerald Hill. But, yeah, I love it. I love what they did with the fire shield, that when you go on the oil when it's on fire.
Yeah, I was curious about that, too. I wish it hurt the enemy. Like the boss?
Yeah, when you fight the boss in the second act, I wish it actually damaged him. But, whatever. It's just a visual effect.
Because when I did it, I thought it hurt him, but it was really me hitting him. And I didn't realize I hit him. I was like, because the fire was in the way. I was like, is it hurting him? Oh, shit! This is going to be cool! And then it's like, no, it's me hitting him.
To me, in my opinion, like, it's... Oil Ocean and Stardust Speedway are kind of my least my least favorite in this game, because like it's because I thought Oil Ocean was fine in the original game, but I wasn't like oh my god, it's so good. It's just like, it's just a level 3 to run through.
I like Stardust Speedway and Sonic CD.
Like Stardust Speedway is one of the best stages in CD, but that's because it's just trying to play like a Sonic game where you just trying to go fast.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it. I only like the first stage and that stage.
But like to me, like just Stardust Speedway was how I felt about the level design in Sonic CD in general, where it's kind of just weird and it's like very vertical. Like literally in one of the stages, and if you get to the bottom, there's literally nothing there, and you're just running right, and maybe you'll run into an enemy now and then. Like the level design was, I wouldn't say this emphasis on bad, but it's not trying to go for you how you feel like in a normal Sonic game.
Yeah. But what about the first boss?
Okay, I want to get to the first boss because I think that first boss isn't particularly great because so the first boss can actually be defeated really fast, but if you don't defeat it fast, it'll shoot the little panels on the ground up in the air. You get no reaction time because you can get squished from the spikes, and you will never know those spikes are up there until it shoots you up there because you gotta stay in the middle.
Yeah, I did not know what the hell was going on.
So that's kind of like, oh, it's not a good boss for doing that. But
that's the one.
To me, in my opinion, that's the worst boss in the game.
That's what Nicholas told me. Mark is on.
You gotta stay in. You gotta stay in the middle.
No, it was more. It was okay why you died. It was like it was okay.
Yeah, like that happened to me, and I was just like, wow, that was kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was no way for, unless someone tells me, oh, it's like there's a little hint if you pay attention hard enough about that. But no, but like whatever.
All right, next level, Lava Reef, which I didn't really care for. I mean, it's 3 levels.
Yeah, I've seen like wait, what the hell's the 3 here?
Probably Knuckles.
Oh, it's the basically where you go fight the boss because it's technically a new area.
What boss?
The boss in Lava Reef.
Oh, hey, Knuckles with you.
Yeah, because there's an and Knuckles mode.
Oh, because they originally only Sonic.
Because you can tell this is made by fans because there's a meme mode because you can have if you beat the game as Knuckles, you get the ability called and Knuckles mode. So basically, you can run through the game with Knuckles as your buddy, which you can do that with Knuckles, so you can have Knuckles in Sonic Mania. Yes, the memes are
I thought
real.
it was cool because I was like, hey, they should have did it in the first place. But I guess some people be like, what's the point of having Knuckles because he can't really do anything for you.
Yeah, it's more just in the sense the meme of and Knuckles, but like it's like because like you always have the team of Sonic and Tails. Why can't we have Tails and Knuckles? Fuck Sonic.
Or Sonic and Knuckles because you be thinking because I mean he's with them. He's actually with them on the adventure.
That's another thing that irks me in this game is like story wise, Knuckles kind of just shows up.
He shows up
like how the game starts with Sonic and Tails and Knuckles. They
really you had least lives with Tails?
Yeah, okay. I had a little bit of a problem with the Oil Ocean boss because I was trying to beat the boss real quickly and not trying to take my time because I was just trying to just when he pops up just keep hitting on him. Like the second time when he pops up, the little the things from Lava Reef, the little balls with that shoot little projectiles at you. I get hit by them and I get killed. So, because I'm trying to because I ran out of chaos. I wasn't Super Tails at the time, so I didn't blow through the boss.
So he's like, you can show Nick like Sonic had 30, Knuckles got 28, and Tails got 16. I guess I know who's the best.
Well, no, and not in a sense is the best, but you can tell who I played first and who I played last.
All right, so Lava Reef.
Yeah,
I did not really care for it.
To me, my same opinions I had from Sonic 3 is, well, it was fine.
I didn't care for it. I hate the little rocks that blow up on you.
I like the music. It's Lava Reef. It's not one of my favorite stages in the game. Mark, you need to get up because you're getting too close to the mic. Because then I have to do shitty sound mixing. But it's Lava Reef. That's all I can say about it.
Can we skip this one?
Like, there's not that much to say. It's like
I mean, except the bosses. You got to talk about. The one boss is a freaking machine that makes it shakes the ground. And
yeah, it was just a bigger. It's just a bigger version of those enemies that shook the ground and you fell into the lava. Here's a bigger version of that. Another of the bigger version of enemies. I
was gonna say the one from
Sonic 3 with the guy who in Marble Garden.
Yeah.
It's sort of like that, but the enemy I was talking about is in Sonic 3 in Lava Reef.
Is he also? And he's also no, it's between that one and the one on Sonic 2 in Mystic Cave, because it did the same thing.
But no, that was from that was Eggman doing that.
Yeah, but as I said, the same thing. It was kind of a
The, but
mixture
the
of both.
yeah, but the boss wasn't the same. It didn't make things come from the sky.
Well, Sonic 3?
No,
Sonic 2?
yeah, it's Sonic 2. No, with Sonic 2, Eggman just drilled through in the air into the sky and things fall down on you. That didn't happen in this boss at all.
Except for the things falling down on you.
No, nothing fell down on you on this boss.
Yeah, it did.
No, the only thing that happened was lava was coming down and stuff.
No, stuff did fall down.
Maybe I'm just not remembering it.
You probably weren't, but because
mostly because like when I get to that boss, I'm already super, so I'm probably just ignoring everything, just standing there staring at the boss as it dies.
Okay, and then the second boss.
The second boss. Actually, this boss has two bosses. Who's the second boss? Because Knuckles, this is another Knuckles get an exclusive thing, which references Sonic 3 when he gets electrocuted from Eggman. Because the big hard boil heavy is trying to steal the Master Emerald, and Knuckles ain't having that shit. Stay away from my emeralds.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how to feel about that boss because I never went through that boss as just playing as normal Knuckles and not with the super form, so I don't have that much opinions on that boss. But
did he like he thought like, oh, I touched it last time, got electrocuted.
Actually I can show you it. Let me just switch to Knuckles. There we go.
Like he's like, I was like, I ain't gonna get electrocuted this time.
Still, come on, Knuckles, let's go, Knuckles and Knuckles. I forgot I turned Knuckles and Knuckles on. Oh, if anyone wants to know you can control Tails when you're playing as Sonic and Tails, but to make Tails fly for you, you have to hold up and jump, and he will and Tails will fly. Same thing with Knuckles. If you have Knuckles as your partner, you press jump and up, and he'll glide with you. So look at this. Like he's trying to steal the Master Emerald. He's like, wait a minute, this happened before, and then he gets electrocuted. That ain't happening again. Yo, stay away from my emeralds. Fuck you. And then you do the fight, you know. And it's doing like a thing from when you fought Mecha Sonic and Sonic and Knuckles, where he's using the Master Emerald's power to become stronger.
All right, now, what was the boss fight on the?
It's actually my least favorite hard boil heavy boss. It's the one where you're on when he's riding the purple one. And he's riding on the motorbug.
Oh yeah,
that one's my least favorite because it's just like it
was annoying.
Yeah, like it was just kind of just for me.
This one probably was better. And this is a Knuckles exclusive because I never fought him.
Yeah, get him, Knuckles.
I figured he was the leader.
Yeah, he is the leader. You actually fight him at the end if you get all the Chaos Emeralds at Sonic. But yeah, Knuckles gets its own boss, which is cool. Yeah, I just played it through it right now. The boss is pretty cool. He's a little tough, but whatever.
Even though you can't, if you play Knuckles, you can't play with Sonic or Tails.
Yeah, you gotta do this as alone.
Or with Knuckles.
Yeah, but you have to beat the game to get Knuckles, though. But then the next stage is the last Sonic CD stage, Metallic Madness.
I'm not talking about it. It sucked.
For you, I'll say this: it's better than the first game because the first game, to me, the only levels that I like, I felt or my favorite was Stardust Speedway and Metallic Madness because those two felt like actual Sonic levels where you just gotta get to the end of the level, and it wasn't just wanting you just to explore. But like, I liked, I thought it was okay. To me, the thing that irked me is because this is the level before the final level, but Metallic Madness already felt like a final level. So it kind of just like, oh, we get the final level stage, and oh, here you go, here's another final level stage. So it's like, oh,
this is not the one from the second Sonic game.
Yeah, well, that's not the final level in that game. But it's the factory. Oh, okay, apparently that didn't work this time. But
I was so confused. I was like, wait a minute, are we is it replaying? I thought they were replaying Sonic 3.
Oh, because what Mark's seeing right now is actually the beginning of the game, or what we're looking at. But yeah, you thought you were actually going to play Angel Island Zone?
Yeah, 'cause I thought like this was actually like Sonic 3 was going on, and Ravonic actually did this. Like this was like
What,
this.
you thought this taking place in Sonic 3?
Yeah, I thought it was like.
Oh, you thought this was gonna be like a flashback, like a flashback cutscene.
Yeah, like what happened? What happened if he did this?
Oh, you thought like it'll show the cutscene and Sonic will run by, but then like the hand will come out of nowhere and take the infinite ruby.
Yeah, that's why I said I thought it was. Well, what happened if something did this? That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
that was a cool thing. Like someone brought it up. I kind of wish that happened, where you run through the first act of Sonic 3, and then the cutscene you saw right there happens. So you can it's basically like giving you a good bearings on the game.
But no,
It was just instantly into cutscene into Green Hill.
It was more Sonic had to come back to.
Because the plot of the game is that they found Tails found a strange reading that wasn't from the Chaos Emeralds in Angel Island Zone, which for some reason Angel Island has fallen again for no reason, because that you're in the water and Angel Island isn't in the sky at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just whatever. But actually, let me stop playing this level. Let's get back to Metallic Madness. I liked more of Tiny Sonic. Now you have Tiny Sonic, Babby Sonic, Babby Tails, and Babby Knuckles.
That's what I did like about it.
See, this is where babies come from. They come from lasers. And that's how you get babbies.
That was my favorite. The only thing I liked about the level was Small Sonic.
Well, the first boss of that stage was what was the first boss of that stage? Shit. It's like the first boss is usually the least memorable one, because it's usually like, oh, it's a big version of said enemy.
That's not true.
Not all of them. Yeah, I'm not saying not all, but a lot of them for the first act was, it's an enemy, but it's bigger.
Bigger.
But what was the Metallic Madness first boss?
I do not know.
Go
on YouTube computer. It's like, Nick, use the internet. Your ultimate weapon, the internet.
Whoa.
You have too many damn tabs. I don't you have too many tabs because sometimes it slows the computer down. Yeah, you could have just went on YouTube.
But I could look at a list right now instead of waiting for 5,000 years for the video to play and make me skip. Like here, the bosses are all right here. Let me just get to it. No, it's Speedway. Oh man, I can't believe I forgot about this one. It's the final boss from Sonic 1.
Oh yeah, the one I was like, I kind of got mad because I was like, wait a minute, how are you supposed to hit him? I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, try not to die at the same time.
The final boss itself, even in the original game, wasn't that hard, even though you didn't have any rings. I like the new thing they added where after you hit him a couple times, the things start coming out of random, and Eggman will appear in one of those things randomly. I like that, but it was okay, boss. It was a nice reference from the first game with a twist.
Because I thought I had to run away.
But yeah.
Next.
But I like the Gachapon boss in Act 2.
Let me see it.
You know, the one with the little toys.
Oh.
Yeah, the Gachapon.
That was pretty easy.
I liked it, because I like the little robot Amy's, and if she grabs you, she does make the little sound effect she did in the original game. But I liked it in the sense that if she grabs you, she explodes.
She kept killing Tails. Poor Tails.
Also, I like the little the drill dozer and from Sonic 2.
Ah, the best boss of all time.
You mean the easiest boss of all time?
That's why he's the best.
But and then there's the boss from Marble Zone from Sonic 1, where it drops the fire from above. But yeah, the Gachapon boss was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was basically they was trying to bring those bosses back in a simple,
in a little mini form. Oh, if anyone's trying to get for the achievement from this for this boss though, you have to basically get all the toys out and don't kill them. You got to kill them after you get them all out.
That's pretty hard, especially with Amy.
Oh, I did it when I was super, because Amy just bounces off of you when you're super.
All right, and then the next stage.
Next stage is the final stage. Titanic Monarch. I'll say it's for first time playing through. It's actually a hard stage for a Sonic game.
It was not hard for me. It wasn't hard. It was more the fact that when Nicholas said no, when I was exploring everything.
Yeah, let's get to Mark's time over. So in Act 2, there's a basically at the end of the game where you basically go through 4 challenge sections, and Mark would stay there a little too long than apparently he should have, because
We were fucking confused.
I was like, Mark just randomly died out of nowhere. I was like, what the hell happened? But because he got a time over, which to me, because the levels are so big, I think either get rid of the time in general, or make the time bigger.
But the reason why I died, because Nick said I just sucked or I took too long, and I said, well, Nick, I was exploring everything like you wanted me to.
Yeah, no, I didn't say you suck. It was just because you took too long.
And I say I was exploring everything. Like
no, the thing that made me mad was right after that, because after you got a time over, you were on the last section, but when you got timed over, all the sections resetted. So you had to run through all the sections again.
Yeah, I got real mad.
That was stupid.
I was so mad.
I hope they patched that. Because that was dumb.
And then...
But going into Act 1... actually, to be honest, all the acts kind of run kind of the same thing. It was just a tough level.
I hated those damn purple things.
What purple things? Oh, the spears that are from the bonus stage from Sonic 3.
I was fine with them on this bonus stage, but
them using it as actual gimmick.
Oh my god!
I kind of like them. I kind of like them.
Part of me like they force you to get on them if you want to just go through the purple spear instead of just letting you go through the purple spear. That's it.
You mean getting to the purple stuff?
Yeah, it's like
the purple stuff that transfer you to other levels.
I was like, let me just go. Nope, you gotta swing yourself in it.
Yeah, swing yourself into the purple stuff.
I'm like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
I think the only part that gave me a little trouble, it was that one section I told you to slow down and take your time, is the little elevator thingies that can squish you.
Yeah.
Like that, I ran into that problem too. Like, players, when you get to that spot, just be patient. Don't go to the next spot of the elevator thing until it completely stops, because you just get squished.
Yeah.
Also, the final boss is pretty tough.
Show me what the final boss is again.
It was the ball and the electrocuting things, and they transfer you to different places.
Electrocuting balls. The balls.
Yeah, it was Eggman, and you couldn't hit him until he used the electrocuting thingy.
The balls. The balls.
Yeah, that boss. Yeah,
the balls.
What? TV. God damn it.
The balls.
Yeah, that boss. You know that boss.
Electric balls.
It's this one.
Oh, that boss was not actually that bad. It was pretty easy.
Well, okay. I found how to do the boss way better if you're not being super and just staring at him as he dies. Because if you beat it as super, you will never have to fight the hard-boiled heavies in that boss, because it will just skip it. Because you're hitting Eggman so many times, he changes his boss pattern. But if you want a good strat, is take a hit, run right towards him, and then rev up into a spin dash, and you just repeatedly hit him. But as soon as you get rid of the first 2 electric things on the bottom, the boss is free. Like, the boss becomes really easy after you take down the 2 electric pieces on the bottom.
Yeah, you don't have to be patient.
And then, after that, is the true final boss, and the true final boss kind of... I'm not going to say it sucks, but I think it's, like, probably... not. I would say it's the worst because...
Is it chaos?
No. What happens at the end of the boss is, the leader of the hard-boiled heavies takes the infinite ruby stone and tries to be like, and becomes a super form.
Does he fly in space?
He flies. And then Eggman, he's like, what the fuck you're doing? And starts trying to take the infinite stone from him. But then Sonic goes super, and you have to fight Robotnik and the leader of the hard-boiled heavies and beat them both. Yeah. So then, the boss is, okay. I don't like the ability they give you. Sonic has a dash move, but that costs 5 rings. No. Nothing you should have an ability that costs you rings, because you may not know what you're doing and spam the hell out of it, and then lose it. And then you get really upset.
At this part,
Mark hasn't got to this part yet. I'll tell you.
I just beat the game.
Okay, I'll tell you a strategy for people. Don't fly. Stay on the ground and hit the enemies. Never fly. Flying just make the boss way harder than it should be. And then the game ends, and Sonic goes through a vortex, and the game ends. In my opinion, I have a problem with the ending.
What was the problem?
The problem with the ending is, okay, so if you don't know, the game's supposed to be like, to be continued in Sonic Forces! Because Sonic goes to the time portal with the Infinite Ruby. Which, as I said, Infinite Ruby, the final boss,
so this had something to do with the new game.
Yes, they're supposed to be like Sonic will return in Sonic Forces in a sense. Because like the ending kind of just it felt like a to be continue ending, and to me, I don't like those type of endings in video games because it makes the game don't feel complete. It makes it feel like after you beat this game, now I have to go play Forces now.
I mean, Halo did that stuff.
Yeah, and no one liked that ending in Halo 2 either.
Everyone
hates that ending.
No,
he didn't fall in the sky in Halo 2. He says we're just getting started, and it hits the credits, and everyone's like, what? That's how it ends.
It's like a movie.
Yeah, but it felt so abrupt, but like with Mania, it just like with Sonic, the only times they did a to be continue thing was in Sonic 4 and in Sonic 3.
I think that's the best way. It makes you hyped.
But no, but like when those games are already out already, when you're already played through them all again, when you go and play through the game again, you're just like, oh, it get to be continuing Mania and Forces, I guess. Like I said, it just feels the game.
It's probably good for the first time.
It's good for the first time, but like when you play it again, it just feels so. Mania is a complete game, but that ending makes you feel like it's incomplete. That now you gotta play part 2, which is Forces. And like with Sonic 3, the game, and like Sonic 3 alone, it did felt like an ending of the game because like if you play Sonic 3 alone, the Death Egg does explode at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
But in Sonic and Knuckles, it doesn't actually explode; it falls. They at least made it in the way that you make you feel like, oh, you saved the day. Whoop you, it's complete.
Mm-hmm.
But like. And they did that with Sonic 4 as well, where you beat the guy, you beat Eggman, and everyone's happy, and then you kind of just see like a Metal Sonic at the end of it. It's like it's just more of a teaser. But this one really feels like, oh, now you gotta pop in Forces now to continue the story.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm not that happy about the ending. Also, the ending. It felt like the ending was rushed in a sense as for animation wise, because like if you look at Sonic CD's ending. It was more because like you show Sonic with carrying Amy running out, and he runs down, and then he leaves Amy, and then he watches his little planet go away. Like this one, there's not really any animation of the ending. It's just kind of you see the place kind of explode a bit, and then you see Sonic and then look at it, and
I was like the same place again.
Yeah, and then when you look at the true ending, there's nothing different there either. It's more as now Sonic's not there, and Knuckles and Tails are looking at it, and then it kind of disappears like it did in CD. It felt like all the animation were more focused on the trailers of the game and the actual intro, and the ending was kind of like done in the last minute.
Mm-hmm. At least, classic Sonic had his own new adventure.
Yeah, which is cool, but I just don't. The ending kind of bothered me.
But we forgot to compare them to the old ones, the old levels.
What about it? No, like I already talked about my opinion with all the old levels and the new ones. The new ones are just the old levels but better.
Some. I still like the old levels more because I was so used to them.
Well, that's more you being nostalgia for them though, nostalgia bias.
Yeah, but yeah. What if I had to rate Sonic Mania? I give it 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Get the game.
No, I give it Sonic Mania. Why haven't you bought this game out of 10?
That's basically 10 out of 10.
Like, if you were someone who hasn't played a Sonic game, and this is gonna be your first Sonic game, I say fucking play it because it's basically a demo of all the classic games. Like, you get a little taste of all the old games, and you play a new game. So after you beat this game, you should go play the old ones.
And I guess if you're the people that don't like classic Sonic,
I'd still say give this game a try because it's a really solid game.
I mean, can I say my harsh words for those people?
Mark, you can't get on them for not liking 2D Sonic. Hey, maybe they just like the 3D ones, and they're not really that. Them themselves are not even that into 2D platformers in general, and they do like the 3D because they like 3D platformers.
I feel like they deserve it, Nick.
What?
Because they're not true Sonic fans.
Mark, no. There's no such thing as if the true Sonic fan is if you love them all because and this is Sega's fault for doing this. Because Sonic changed his playstyle so many fucking times, the fan base is so fucking divided. It's to me, I don't even want to associate with them because everyone just like, fuck you, I like this, fuck you, I like that. It's like, oh, I like the adventure games and fuck everything else. Or, oh, I like the modern boost games and fuck everything else. Or, oh, I like the classic games, fuck everything else. Or you could be like me, be like, man, I just like Sonic. I like boost, I like adventure, and I like classic. I just want some good Sonic games.
Well, me, I'm more of...
You like adventure and classic, and fuck the boost.
Yeah, fuck the boost.
Fuck the code.
Fuck your new schools and your hip hop music.
But Mark, the adventure games had the hip hop music.
I know. I like hip hop. I'm just acting like an old man.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game's good. Y'all need to get it. It's good, really good.
It's probably it's gonna be better than Forces now, without doubt. But like, I assume Forces is at least gonna be decent.
I would like, to be honest, I would like to, if we could end this the way without fucking the mic up, I will end it like how Some Call Me Johnny did. We yell at y'all to get the game.
No. I say the only thing I say a problem about it is a lot of references. If you're not that into Sonic, will just go over your head. But I still say this is a really good game. I say pick it up, and maybe don't pick it up now if you're so like whatever. Because it's $20. What are you gonna lose with $20?
It's actually really it's good money for $20.
Like just playing as one character will take you about 4 to 3 hours to beat the game, and there's other characters to play. So if you technically count that with, especially with Knuckles, actually has different stuff in it. That's more in a sense like for like a 12-hour game.
It's really good. It's worth your money. Worth that $20.
Also, if you have a buddy, like I said, you can have Tails or Knuckles. If you have Knuckles, I'll follow with you. Also, they fixed the fucking two-player mode. Two-player mode is good now because you can run through all the stages in Sonic Mania without any slowdown like they did with Sonic 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you had a little brother that you didn't want to play the game. I didn't do that with Nicholas though. No, I actually want that. That was I did want.
You thought that was a good chance for me to play with you, even though you weren't. I wasn't. You know, I was like 2 years old when I played Sonic 2,
which he enjoyed. He still enjoyed it, and he did still kept up with me.
Yeah.
So that didn't like Nicholas was, I was on point from the beginning.
Yeah.
But no, I wasn't like how these bastards were, where they like, oh, let's screw my little brother and make him think he's playing, but he's not. I was like, no, I actually let Nicholas play with me. Nicholas actually kept up. Nicholas actually fought bad guys. Nicholas got excited just like me.
Yeah, but so yeah, even like the single player stuff is cool, but there's even cool multiplayer stuff. So, and also you can play multiplayer with Mean Bean. So you got 2 games. You got Po and Sonic, and it's just together. So there's a lot of multiplayer stuff. There's a lot of single player stuff. This is a good package for $20.
Mm-hmm. So get it.
Also,
get it.
Also. The announcer in that game, when you play as 2-player or time attack, and they say Sonic, Tails, or new record, that's the Daytona guy that goes, Daytona! Fuck, buy it! Just fucking, the Daytona guy is in the game. Fucking buy it. Fuck nostalgic. You. Fucking nostalgic. Daytona, Sonic, Mean Bean, Poyo.
Get the game.
Buy it.
Get the game.
Just buy it.
And then for any other extra news, me and Nicholas is gonna record this like not that long right after this.
Not after, because we're gonna do a Rugrats after. It's like 3 o'clock actually right now.
Yeah, so Rugrats. No, it's gonna be around the time when we record this. We're recording this as we speak, and Rugrats is coming up next, and Power Rangers coming back.
Oh yeah, Power Rangers. Do you want to actually do the fighting game part of that? Because we actually have to record some stuff.
Well, you can still put the other.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to work on that one today, but we're doing this right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but no, but the first half of Power Rangers might be going up soon.
Yeah.
So just be ready for that. The second one we gotta re-record it because it fucked up.
It'll be funny if we say this, but those videos go up before this.
Yeah. So, yep, and
so yeah, we like Sonic Mania.
I guess the next.
I highly recommend it.
I guess the next thing we will do is because I guess next time we'll do another of this. I guess
maybe when Forces comes out.
I was gonna say Marvel's.
Oh, Marvel's. The thing about this with Marvel's Capcom, like I could talk. I don't know how much I could talk about it because like it would just be the only things you'd be talking about is just game mechanics and just the story mode.
Oh, well, guess what? This year we actually can do that the best games of the year thing because we actually bought a decent amount of games that came out this year.
Yeah, I could. Mark, there is no. I wonder what next game of the year is. You should already know what my game of the year is.
Persona 5. You just looked at it.
No, Sonic Mania. Get that shit. Fuck your waifus, Persona 5.
Because you just looked at it. That's why I was. Assuming.
But no, because I was looking at like new games, and I look at my big giant Persona 5 open. Take Your Heart Premium Edition box that I spent too much money on.
And I'm surprised you didn't get that giant huge box for Sonic Mania.
Look. I don't want to buy collector's editions anymore. Persona 5, I did that
Sonic deserve it.
I don't.
You deserve your money,
Mark. I had no space for that fucking statue, and when I saw it from some Kami Johnny's review of it, that box is huge. I have no room for that in my room. Well, there's no room.
Probably the good time to put those our childhood stuffed animals in the basement.
Yeah, because like I have my childhood stuffed animals like up in like a weird shelf that I just never bothered to put away.
So we might. Oh, you could probably put your these things up there.
Yeah, I like them right here because I can look at them. Maybe like if I was like getting like the big ones, like since like I still have my Sonic Adventure figure, the one that actually talks. Like go grab it, so people can hear it.
No,
it's behind the boxes.
I don't. No, that's you just no. Let's just.
I'll grab it.
No.
They need to know. Oh yeah, this is happening.
No,
are you ready to go, champ? Let's go.
No, let's just go. All right, guys.
All right.
We're gonna see you next time, and I guess we'll see you before this year ends.
Yeah.
Maybe
the next game we probably see there maybe is Marvel or maybe Sonic Forces.
And I'm going to try real hard to get Nicholas to be okay with. We might do online Halo. We might.
It's no okay with us. I don't mind playing online Halo.
Okay, online Halo. We can probably do that for the channel.
To me, I just don't want to do single player Halo.
And well, this one I might have to fight with Nicholas about. We might do Call of Duty.
Online Call of Duty.
Not the new one. Because Nicholas did the World War II.
Oh, the new. To me, look, this isn't a This is a channel for game, but this isn't for whatever is current. It's more. This is a channel for games we have fun with. You like Call of Duty. I like Call of Duty a little bit back in the day.
He liked World War II.
I like Blops. I like Call of Duty 3 Blops, and that was kind of it.
We might, you know what? We might even do it if they still got people playing Call of Duty 3.
I don't know. Are those servers dead yet?
No, still on. They can't. The server can't die. They're still making games for it.
No, the servers will still go. The can die because like the Halo ones are dead.
What that's for the original. I'm talking about for the Call of Duty 3.
Yeah.
For the Xbox 360, it's still up.
Yeah, I'm saying like I said they could, and you said they can't. No, like they can, they can take them down because if no one's playing them, they can just take them out.
Oh, okay.
Because that costs them money to keep those servers up.
Well, Call of Duty still kept them up, I guess.
But anyway, let's finish this. This is like an hour and a half long, hour and 40 minutes. Buy Sonic Mania.
Yes.
All right.
Disrespect a lot more in the future.
Yeah. I'm Nick.
I'm Mark.
And this is Bit Runners, trying to do video game worlds bit by bit. Thanks for watching this podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, I guess. Bye-bye.
Bye.